Good, Lex?
Yeah.
All right. You want a drink? Got a whiskey? No. Cool. I don't know. People get offended when I don't offer them. They see it in another part. They're like, yo, I didn't get an offer. My bad. Shit. Like, I really don't like.
I was cool during the moment, but now that I'm watching this clip,
I don't like offering women a drink. Especially if I don't know them.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Like, you want water? Here it is sealed.
Sometimes you be here.
I do the whole casino shit. Like, yo. Yeah, man. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
You good?
Yeah, I'm gonna be all right. Trust me.
Shit. On a Sunday, too? You just trying to, like.
That's when the anxiety kick in.
For the people.
Anxiety.
That's when you're just like, that's when shutdown mode is. Like 7:30 Sunday, you're like, yo, it's a wrap.
You start thinking about all the shit you got to do at work.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't live like that.
What do you mean?
That doesn't happen to me.
Work don't bother you?
It do, but I leave that shit there.
Till Monday, right? Till you clock in?
Like, yeah. I'm not even I guess it'd be a little different for you because you got a little bit more real ramifications than the average job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are like, oh, like if I went out all day Saturday, I need all day Sunday to recover to get my mind right. I'm like, I ain't living like that.
Yeah, I don't live like that.
I can't live like that.
I'm gonna be honest, my job don't be stressing me like that. So.
No?
Not at all. Like, not even as like my girl's never heard me complain about a single thing about work.
Does the time go by fast to you?
Yeah.
Damn. You always like moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Me, some days like I be sitting at the office and just be sitting
chilling?
there.
Watching paint dry?
Just that or reading something or whatever. Or like sometimes I start my day like at the house and then I go there, but it just, yeah.
That's when you should go through your block list and unblock some people and start some shit.
That list is pretty long now, man.
You got some healing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we on?
Are you ready? You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cold intro.
I'm gonna let,
Cold start.
Yeah, you looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you know this how we coming, we in front. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on, been in the field playing, we work.
Welcome back, Barbershop Confidential, the podcast. It's your boy Jonah. Today we got Lex and Carlise.
Yeah.
In the house.
We in here.
From the You Wasn't Outside podcast. I frequent them often.
Yep.
Yeah. How you
We
doing?
back. You used to work at a casino?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw him? Like at my birthday?
Yeah.
Man, that was like 5 months ago.
Oh yeah, you was wearing that cardigan. You didn't think there was gonna be that much body heat in there?
Nah, it was
not only that, I thought everybody else was gonna dress up a little bit too.
Them real tacos, man, it heat everything up in there real quick.
This is Jonah's birthday.
As soon as I walked in, I was like,
I told you he was gonna wear sweats too, though.
But my girl don't like going places without like dressing up. She don't want to look. She don't want to downplay, and then it's the opposite. She'd rather be like a little bit overdressed,
over-prepared.
But it's like going to like. You going to somebody's house though, so that still bothers you sometimes?
Oh no, you know why I wore the jacket? I thought it was gonna be outside. I didn't know it was gonna be inside.
Oh, but it rained.
Yeah,
it rained. So then that's when we had to bring it inside. So
I thought it was gonna be outside. I was like, I'll be nice and chill.
All that shit y'all talking on your podcast about being outside, and here I am
in the inside.
You used to work at a casino?
Oh no.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw him? Like at my birthday?
Yeah.
Man, that was like 5 months ago.
Oh yeah, you was wearing that cardigan. You didn't think there was gonna be that much body heat in there?
Nah, it was
not only that, I thought everybody else was gonna dress up a little bit too.
Them real tacos, man, it heat everything up in there real quick.
This is Jonah's birthday.
As soon as I walked in, I was like,
I told you he was gonna wear sweats too, though.
But my girl don't like going places without like dressing up. She don't want to look. She don't want to downplay, and then it's the opposite. She'd rather be like a little bit overdressed,
over-prepared.
But it's like going to like. You going to somebody's house though, so that still bothers you sometimes?
Oh no, you know why I wore the jacket? I thought it was gonna be outside. I didn't know it was gonna be inside.
Oh, but it rained.
Yeah,
it rained. So then that's when we had to bring it inside. So
I thought it was gonna be outside. I was like, I'll be nice and chill.
All that shit y'all talking on your podcast about being outside, and here I am
in the inside.
Yeah, how you been, Lex?
It's a loaded question.
Yeah, what do I want? Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm
good,
cool.
man.
Hey, you used to work at a casino?
Nah.
Those casino hands was official.
Oh, the way I did
He was doing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Ocean's 11 was my shit.
I love it. What you been up to, bro?
Working, man, living.
Yeah.
Married man now. So.
How's it feel now? Like what, 5-6 months in?
4 months? Yeah, 4 months now.
Oh, yeah,
January. Yeah.
Don't put them extra months on.
My
there.
bad. My bad. I just remember it being December when we talked about it. Oh, because you pushed the day back. That's right.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I got used to wearing the ring. Now I feel weird without it.
You sleep with it too?
Nah.
Yeah, I take it off. Like the first, like
You take it off when you sleep?
yeah. Dude, it's like little silicone, bro. Makes my hand break out sometimes.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
You sure that's not like guilt?
No, not at all.
If I cheat in my dream, I want to feel guilty.
Nah, but it feels better now though. So it's like I think like the skin got hard and all that other stuff. So yeah.
No callous.
Yeah. So
Did she say anything when you take it off at night?
No.
When you first did it?
no, because even like her hands sometimes it broke out a few times, so she'll have to take it off and then but now she ain't got no issues. But
Oh, you
I don't
gypped out on
understand
the
that.
You gypped out on the band. You got her that
Well, she didn't want anything. I mean, she got the diamonds right now, but she,
She got the little rubber one too.
she don't wear that one. She wears like the engagement ring that we had.
Oh, okay. That's my girl wears it all the time.
For real?
The only time she don't is when she's washing dishes.
shit.
Like I'm like you give me a
Oh,
break.
so she doesn't want it to fall in the drain or nothing like that. Yeah.
You better wear that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Much as I pay.
Well, I got it for free. So.
Did you? Yeah, but so yours is like what material?
This is just a rubber one. I got my dad's gold one.
Yeah.
And I had it. My mom had it resized, but it's too big, so I gotta get it.
Yeah, the one I got
It was
is tungsten.
sliding off during the wedding.
Oh yeah. The one I got is tungsten. So
Yeah.
I didn't even start off with no diamond. You had a gold.
No, I had Tuxton.
Oh,
I
okay.
got
is
my
it, like
shit.
that-
I got my
that
shit from
metal?
a cooking class.
Did you? How'd you walk us through?
So there was like they do them random like, come to this cooking class or whatever. They hold it at like some little hotel conference room.
Yeah.
And then they trying to sell you the cooking ware.
Mm.
And it was like $2,500 for a set of pots and like some whole shit. I'm like, we don't even be cooking like that.
Yeah.
Like the shit that we got, the hand-me-downs, like that'll get it done. You know what I mean? But just for going, you get a gift. And the gift was some like $600 off some sort of vacation package or wedding bands.
Also,
And I'm like, so I was looking at the wedding bands. You couldn't really do shit for the women
Yeah.
because they wasn't going to go for that. But I was like, I can get my shit. And because we get two, I can get a backup one.
there you go.
Because I know something going to happen to this.
Right.
And I got a Tuxton one and whatever, some other metal, right? And then you just had to pay shipping, and the shipping was like $15.
And they couldn't cover the shipping.
Yeah, word,
Crazy.
word, $15 for that little thing, whatever.
When y'all first moved in, did you guys go and buy like pots and pans, or you take down like the whole hand-me-downs from moms and shit?
Yeah, I had hand-me-downs from mom, and then we got some new ones probably about like a year in.
Did your mom ask you for the old ones back?
Nah.
My mom did.
For real?
So let me get those back.
My mom got too much stuff in the house.
So you better not throw that shit away.
Yeah. My mom got way too much stuff in the house already, bro.
Mexican moms, they get low-key hoarders, man.
Hey,
They're like the beginning stages.
So I got sent a TikTok last night about that, and they're like, "Yo, this is this is something you need to bring up to the therapist this week." And I'm watching it, and it talks about 3 symptoms of emotional neglect. So I'm like, here we go. Who try to tell me about myself? Whether it's right or not is not the point. so one of
Who does he think he is?
one of the things it was you can't throw away anything, because you think there's gonna be one day I might need this, from old pots and pans to some the last little corner of the lotion bottle, or throwing a little water in the soap to try to make that shit stretch another couple weeks.
I just learned something about myself.
Right, because I'm over here like, man, I'm just not trying to go to the store. Like,
Right?
this, like I pay for this. I'm gonna use the whole bottle.
So
And you
because
telling
we
me it's
use
because
logic?
I'm neglected emotionally. The other one was like, wearing drawers until like the wheels fall off, and I'm like, I thought that was just a man thing.
I'm starting to think that people just didn't grow up poor.
Right, I had all these other reasons for that,
Yeah.
and they're just like, no, you were emotionally neglected. I'm like, okay, maybe.
The one that be attacking me is the boxes. I be keeping boxes, and so they try to say like, oh, it's because of childhood trauma or something. I was like, nah, because I grew up where we might have to return that shit. So
Right.
it probably is like a trauma. So I was like,
Right,
I want to
but
keep the
yeah.
box so I don't get like, now you without the box, we can't return it.
10% stocking fee.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I ain't had the 10%.
But I like to keep the box also just in case I might even sell something.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would keep all the boxes to my J's, and I have them in clear boxes.
Yeah.
And my girl was like, babe, you guys. I was like, no.
So you
What if
still
I
got
gotta
them now?
sell these? Nah, I ended up. That was like a big breakthrough for me right there, throwing away the boxes and shit.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah.
You still buy J's like that?
It's less now, but yeah, I still like it. That's my one vice.
Is it?
Yeah, my one vice is I gotta get a pair of sneakers, and that is childhood trauma. Like I could never get a pair of J's when I was young. Like
right.
I couldn't even muster the courage to ask my mom to spend $150, $200 on some shoes. No way. So now that I got my own money to buy them, I went a little crazy.
I think that's a pretty common childhood trauma that people run through. It's like, yo, I didn't have it then, so I'm gonna go make sure I got it now. Even if you have no business getting it. Like, damn, you do that shit for the rent paid? All right.
My mom tells me all the time, she's like, you only got 2 feet.
Right.
One pair, what do you need so many shoes for? I was like,
I'm gonna put that one in my pocket. I like that
one. But my mom, like I said, she's low-key hoarder. So I point at her closet, like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, but you don't want to be like me. Stop buying shoes. And
you're supposed to be better than me.
I wonder how you would be like once you like buy your first house.
Shit.
I think it's just my one vice, man. Because I'll just replace like a house, like the payment of the house, like paying rent. You know what I mean? Like it's just an offset. Like I still gotta find my fix.
Right.
Yeah. You mean as far as like upkeep, like remodeling and all that?
I feel like once I got a house, I was like, man, I can't spend money like I used to. Like I changed him. He was already like that.
Well, because I ain't never. Look where that got me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that like that retail therapy about buying some shoes, and especially Jordans. Man, I grew up idolizing Jordan, so just being able to cop some Jordans that I couldn't get when I was young.
Some people just get the dopamine hit of like pushing buy on their cart or whatever they got, just clicking buy now or whatever, that it gives them that little shot of dopamine. They just keep chasing it.
But I do sell a lot. Like after a while, I'll grab some and be like, I never wore these, or I wore them once. Let me get rid of them. That way, so then that money I use it to get like the next pair of the new pairs.
How much do you normally sell them for?
I try to make at least $50 on it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So I'm not gonna like lose money on them. Sometimes, you know, if the shoe's been worn and then they complain about the box, whatever. That money was gone anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to do enough to support your habit.
Yeah.
Dangerous though. I know many a weed man. That
it could be worse though, right? It could be a gambling addict, a drug addict. So
that's real.
We all got our different vices and shit.
Yeah. How you feel about the beef right now?
I think Kendrick's up. K-Dot.
Yeah, see? I feel like all the Drake fans is like real young dudes.
I'm a Drake fan. I like Drake.
How you feel about like all the shit he been putting out though?
I like the last one, the Taylor made.
Yeah.
His part was pretty dope.
How'd you feel about like Pac being on it?
They were all his parts.
What's he for? I think he did that as just being petty to put Snoop and Pac.
Yeah.
Like I don't think because when the fuck would I don't think Pac would ever fuck with Drake if they were in the same generation.
Yeah.
So what about you guys?
I mean, it's not as fun because I think we're all on the same page on this one. But no, I thought that was. I think he didn't do it to be petty. He was doing it as an angle. Like, I'm gonna get the big dogs of your coast to tell you, to kind of sun you on what you need to do or whatever. But it was all right. I didn't like that part. His part was all right. His cool. The push-ups was all right for what it was, but I knew it wasn't. And then this one. Even with Kendrick's new one, it feels kind of light still.
You think so?
Like it was good. No, I'm not saying I loved it.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, it's kind of scary because it still felt a little light.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like the potential.
Yeah, still. No, it's like an excitement. Like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so you think he has more?
Oh, yeah.
Well, rumored that he had it was like a 12-minute song.
Yeah.
12 more minutes.
12 more minutes. Damn.
Yeah. So.
Imagine if each beat he puts in it gets worse and worse.
I was thinking, what order did he go in? I'm getting dry.
Well, the thing is, he probably whatever he didn't release is probably what he's had in the tuck before this kind of popped off, because everything he said in this one
is new.
Is new.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he had some shit that's deadlier than this one, and he was just like, all right, let me save that, and we're gonna do, Let me not put it all let me not put it all in a round one or whatever.
5 years is a long time to be sitting there rapping, writing shit down, getting mad at somebody, watching them shake hands and shit. So
why is it people don't count his last album? Like he was just He was just outside.
Bro,
it wasn't.
It was like, I dropped this and I'm going again.
But it was 2022.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
He's been outside.
He
went on a world tour after that.
All right, man.
I was there.
How long ago was that?
Dog, this is the problem.
When was the tour? The tour was done in 2022 too, though.
He was still doing shows in early 2023.
Bro, it's almost 2025, bro. It was like another year and a half.
Almost 2025. Do you hear him? This is the goalpost movie. Because like, you know what?
There,
he kind of was outside.
He low-key confused me.
Just because
like,
Drake put out 4 albums in 2 years doesn't mean Kendrick wasn't outside in 5 years.
All right, man. I get what you look, man. For you think he's outside because that's more frequent.
No.
Here's the last like 7.
Oh, so you think you up on Drake? You think Drake's up?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that Kendrick had an opportunity to watch Drake this whole time. He don't do antics. He's not on Instagram.
Well, it must have been something to trigger them.
That's Drake's issue, right? Is while he has
Future triggered him.
Drake has been on top. Drake has been successful in the ways he's been successful. He's been visible the whole 15 years. He never went inside. He was like, "This is my shit, and I'm gonna hold it as long as possible." Yeah. So, granted, a lot of good comes from that. You get whatever you're looking for, but when it comes to shit like this, you've been outside the whole time, and it's like, I got all this material. Or maybe it will help him. He's like, hey, I've lived my whole life outside. You can't really say nothing that don't nobody know.
I'm sure there's things people know. I think something triggered him. I think Kendrick was just sitting in the cut, and then he saw something or heard something. He's like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this dude.
He saw them on stage hugging each other. I think that really pissed him off. Like, damn.
Or maybe it was the call to be on the song. And then the song came on. He's like, oh, okay. All right.
Or do you think he thinks there's too much buddy shit in rap?
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I agree.
Everybody's trying to get a feature. I like it when like people didn't like each other.
Hip hop is not supposed to be one big DJ Khaled album.
No, not at all.
It's not.
That's very
You
true.
see, I heard Khaled should be a rollout mode. You see, he is. It looks like I can't drop this year.
But I feel like
everybody mad at each other.
I feel like the younger generation likes feel good music though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
and that's why Kendrick's like, you making music that pacifies them.
I thought that was a shot at him maybe being a pedo.
Yeah.
I thought it was like pacifist.
And then he's the executive producer of the show Euphoria about the young girls
doing all that wild shit.
Oh, y'all been on Rap Genius.
Twitter.
I just say, run it up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like it though. Hip hop needed this nice little beef. I wish it was just a little bit more riskier. Like we used to watch the BET Source Awards.
I want to kind of think like, damn, he might get shot tomorrow.
Like there could be a chance,
right.
Like, maybe not happen, but like, hey man, make sure your security's with you at all times. Well,
Jeff sent that shit talking about like how like Drake was robbed by Crips or Bloods or some shit, and I was like, the host like, and then he was talking like in Canada, and then
that the whole thing is like there is a chance something can happen. It's not going to be between anybody it's going to be between the peoples, people, the
camps,
the people, maybe not even the camps, just people who are like stands of the music.
That's crazy.
Like, yo, I'll do whatever just on GP.
I'll stab a Kendrick fan. That's crazy.
It's wild times.
Yeah, it's wild.
I could see him doing some crazy shit like stabbing somebody for a rap artist and shit.
Especially in these times.
Yeah, it's crazy times to be a fan, be a stan. I've never loved a celebrity like that. So where I'm gonna be mad at somebody for liking them.
Has a celebrity death ever made you cry?
No.
Okay.
What? You don't like Tupac?
Yeah, I like Tupac.
They make you like sad as a kid?
I was in middle school when that shit happened.
8 Dog?
That was sad, but no, I didn't cry.
Yeah, he said that was sad.
It's always like, damn. All right.
Nipsey? What about Nipsey?
Definitely not.
Damn.
That's even lower on the totem pole.
You had a better chance than Nate Dogg.
Right.
Nipsey.
That's wild.
DMX was probably, cause I really liked DMX growing up, but
Michael Jackson?
No.
Damn, I feel like he's looking down upon me right now.
He's like, yeah, and Jonah.
No, I mean, he talking down to me. Just like,
what about Prince?
Kids and your celebrity.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
I was like, wait a minute.
He's like, man, that's way before me.
Nah, no celebrity. I don't know them, man. Just because I connected to their music, I can't say that like I knew them. I think it's cringe when people shout out happy birthday to celebrities they don't know. I think that's weird. You don't celebrate your own people that you really fuck with. You celebrating a celebrity? That's weird.
What if you do both?
I just something about like you shouting out Drake for his birthday. What are you doing? Like he's not gonna pick you out of all the DMs. And, you know, he's like, hey man, thanks for the shout out. Let me fly you out to my next show.
I was thinking about that. I was talking to my girl about that last night, just like social media culture, and I was like, yo, like. You remember when you used to have to, if your feelings were hurt, like people look at you like, oh, you hurt, man. You trying to fight through it? Like Instagram and social media is like taken away from like being able to call people out on shit like that. Like Drake would be petty and say, like he'll do that little post with old girl that was reading, like, oh, I hate your. And it's like, bro, like you get to laugh it off. So it's like, bro, you hurt a little bit.
Hurt, yeah. I think they make it more obvious that they're hurt.
That's what, like, how is he not? Is he not proofreading the shit? Like, how is people gonna feel about this? Like, he just really be doing shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's just saying, like, you around a bunch of yes man that just like, that sounds dope.
That's fire. Post that. Hit upload. I think people post memes and they try to like, it's like a quote. And it's like, yeah, we know you just got dumb. Like,
but it works.
Yeah.
But if you think
going
about
through it,
if you think about Drake the man anyway, his whole career has been one. He makes music to make memes out of. Like he'll drop an album so the hoes can listen to it, and they pick 4 or 5 different captions and they use it for their next vacation photos, and that's what it does.
there was I don't know if it was a Twitter or an Instagram page. They would like break down songs and then be like, here's the best 10 captions for the ladies, 10 best 10 captions from the dudes from the songs, like pulling lyrics. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Rappers really just thinking about like, what quote can I say?
Right.
What's gonna be quoted the most and tagged in hashtag and shit.
And everything's all about clicks. That AI shit is like real scary, bro, when you think about it.
AI?
Yeah, just all the shit, like the voicing and all the data that they collect about us, bro. Shit's wild.
It's gonna be crazy to look at, like when they really get it together.
Like I feel like we close to like some Terminator shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Super cool. I was watching Shark Tank the other day, and this dude came in with some idea, and it was like, oh yeah, that's legit. I see whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and that. And then one of them was like, I want to buy your company. Or he's like, I want to get in. And he's like, well, let me tell you about the technology. He's like, I don't give a fuck about the technology. He said, I've already won in this category, and I'm gonna tell you right now, your little product, that's cute and all, it don't mean shit. When somebody comes to buy you out for 50 million or whatever it's gonna be, all they care about is the data. That's all they buying. They don't give a shit about your little IP. And he was like, dang. And the thing is, like, man, I feel like this is a really good idea. Like on some, like, he trying to help the world and all that. And they're like, they gonna buy this shit for the database.
You're gonna take the data and then scrap that shit.
The database is like, that's what all these companies sell. You get the database so people know, they can set your algorithms, right? They know what you like, what you're thinking about, all this and that,
information and shit
all that
like
other
that.
stuff. Yeah, how old you are, what you like, you know, who.
Oh, so you're saying basically they want always updated versions of like what's going on.
They want everybody always wants some data because every day there's newer users or people are changing their habits or whatever it is. I gotta follow that, and I'm gonna sell this data because these companies are like, well, I need, you know, everything is lead generation. If I can buy this big list and 10% of it creates a sale of whatever the fuck I'm selling, I need that. And, you know, it's a way to weed out the overhead of knocking on door to door.
That's crazy because what you're basically saying is that most transactions appear online more than in person.
I mean, think about it right now too, right?
Except Costco.
It's it's May. You're married. You have kids. I'm sure when you pick up your phone for the day and start scrolling down your timeline, you see a bunch of sponsored ads about Mother's Day gifts because they, you know, somebody out there knows you married, somebody knows you got kids, and it's like, well, he probably got to get the Mother's Day gift. It happens, right?
Right when he said that, watch like all the Mother's Day gift shits like pop up on my phone right now.
It'll happen, man. I remember one time, and this shit had to be like 2007. Like they've been doing this shit.
Days.
They've been doing this shit to where it's like, nah, but it's not even like what you type. it could be just what you're saying. I remember I was like, what the fuck is this even real? I was having a conversation about whatever, and like I'm scrolling down whatever we were doing in 07, and down like on the sides or whatever, they got all these ads or whatever, like, oh, like check what day you die, or some random shit. Those are the things that they put on those ads. Because one of them, I was like, all right, man, they going too far with this. Like the feds is listening. Because I'm scrolling down whatever, and it's like, hey, do you want to take the Dr. Dre quiz? I'm like, there ain't no fucking Dr. Dre quiz. Click. But I clicked it anyway. And it was like some dick pills or whatever, some shit they was trying to get off. And I was like, damn.
How
like
many boxes you order?
At that time, I ain't need nothing.
Have you ever streamed a fight or a game or something, and it's like
All
local
that
singles in Chula Vista? Y'all like, wait a minute,
how the fuck you know where I'm at? That's what I'm saying, man.
It's all hot Asians.
I put that shit on airplay. I got kids in the house.
It's all hot Asians. I was like, how'd you know?
Number one search in California, baby.
No, they tailor make it to you.
Damn.
Even the Explorer page on Instagram. You ever go on yours to see?
Nope.
No.
Man, you click one set of ass, bro. That's shit's in your algorithm forever.
It's flooded. You got to sit there and be like, not interested. Not like,
like a workout video. I was like, I ain't never seen that stretch before. It ain't had nothing to do with the ass. I'm married.
What you doing, Instagram? You making it hot,
right?
Yeah. She look over my shoulder. It's over.
I'm chilling.
It's a crazy digital era we're living in. Shit.
That's only kind of the beginning too.
I made it worse about an electric car. Shit gonna start like
that. Shit's gonna like literally transform one day and hold you and your family hostage.
I know, right?
Hold you in there. It's gonna drive you where you need to go.
Yeah,
running off.
They gonna be this. Hey, I bet you. Watch. They gonna tap. The government gonna tap into these cars. And if you got a warrant and you in the car, they gonna lock your shit in and drive you straight to the precinct.
Straight to like the back. They open up the door and
that's funny.
That's possible. Do you use the driver? What is it called? The autopilot?
Yeah, but like they give me a free trial, so that shit's actually about to go off tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna keep it. Hell no.
How much is it?
Oh, it's great.
Shit was like $4,000 or $5,000 to put it in. It's like an app.
Oh,
yeah. But then they cut the price because then the Cybertruck pedal broke like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, they didn't slash all the prices of their cars.
Is it convenient?
Yeah, because you get the charge at home.
But are you like scary or like are you nervous to like let it completely take over?
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna get there.
Nah.
I ain't gonna trust no autopilot.
Now since they had all them lawsuits, like you have to keep your hands on the wheel. So if it doesn't feel movements or whatever, or like your hand on top, that shit would disable, and you only get 5 of them. So after 5, then they'll take the shit off your car, even though you spent your $6,000. Real gangster ass shit. Elon Musk, man. Hey, dudes with autism, they see the world differently from us.
I ain't paying $6,000 for me to keep my hands on the wheel still.
Yeah, nah. If I'm paying $6,000, I want to sit the seat back and relax on my way to work. Just let me know when I'm there.
That shit is a computer that like reads the streets. Sometimes the streets ain't perfect. Yeah, or like construction. So people have died from like the shit reading it. Or not seeing a semi coming across, like that's why it's good to be you.
Yeah, because even if you
I would only trust that if every other car on the freeway was like that, or on the street was like that, like they were all engaged, right? Because they can talk to each other. I
could trust the car. That don't mean I trust everybody else outside.
Yeah. That's how the same thing with motorcycles. Like when I did one, bro, I was like, I remember some dude was like, I was at the golf course. Some dude was like, yeah, Johnny tipped his over or whatever, and he was like, it was gravel and a Rottweiler, and another dude was like, oh, it was a Rottweiler. I'm like, bro, like. I'm never getting on the bike again, dog, because that's not even just me, it's just idiots. I'm part of idiots too. So
you fell off?
Yeah. I got road rash on all 4 limbs, bro. Ooh, so then I go to I was in Fresno at the time. I go down to Visalia because my mom and dad, well, my dad's military, so then I went there, they had a military base. I tell the dude, I was like, yo, bro, like I got in an accident or whatever. And I was like, I'm going to need some morphine. He's like, yeah, we got to scrub your wounds. So he gives me the morphine. 20 minutes go by. He comes back, starts like scratching my skin. And I'm like, bro, that shit still hurts. Like, can I get some more morphine? They looking at me like I'm like a fiend. And I was like, bro, just leave the bucket, man. And I just started rubbing that shit off myself.
Damn.
Yeah. But he comes back in and he's like, oh, you did a good job.
Was that the last time you rode?
Yeah. I rode a friend's bike for a little bit, maybe about 5 years ago. So, yeah.
And that's the one thing my girl said I can't have.
Do you want one?
No,
okay.
Kind of, but no. I feel like I'm too big for that shit. I think the
get you a
pause
big
gonna-
ass Harley or something like that.
Nah, how do you feel about lane splitting? Does it bother you that they do it?
About what?
Lane splitting. I hate lane splitting.
I get out the way though, like extremely out there. I'm that guy that like dips all the way over. That's
shit.
me.
Make it known because I want to get the.
Hey, but then when they don't, everybody else
fuck you,
suffers
dude,
from
I
that.
saw you.
Yeah.
And then you had to squeeze by the dude up there. You should have said thanks to me because I tried to flag him over for you. So yeah, that's crazy.
Nah. I don't. It's like tipping. I ain't moving. I'm not tipping. I'm not tipping, and I'm not moving for them.
Be like, dude, go ahead, man.
You all right? You got it.
You passed your class. You can angle out.
Keep you on your toes, man.
Yeah.
Slide through. Go ahead.
Yeah,
They be getting mad. They rev their engine and shit.
Oh yeah, bro. People get in fights over shit like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just feel like people on the bike should be a little bit more careful.
But right here, like on this little, where we at right here, like there's a lot of like traffic and shit like that. I've seen like a lot of bike accidents, like going up on the freeway when it splits.
Damn.
Yeah, when you get all the way up there. So.
Well, remember that chick? She fucking ran off some military dude right here up in the 54.
Oh yeah,
She was
like 4 or 5 years
and shit.
ago. Huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's crazy for road rage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like in a collision, the dude whoever's on the bike is gonna lose.
Yeah, all day. You're exposed.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
having road rage on a bike is crazy because that's an L for sure.
And road rage is one of the reasons, like one of the things that you think about. I think about anyway. Is a reason why we shouldn't be like an open carry state with weapons.
Yeah.
Because like
We're not open carry.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But there's states that are everywhere got road rage.
True.
So I can't imagine how Florida get down. You cut me off.
Oh, yeah.
This open a motherfucker.
But then you like understand that they might have one too.
Word, but when you in that state of rage, you might not. But same thing. Some people don't realize. Okay, who got what? They still gonna run up on this car. Like, oh, I'm gonna swing on him, and then he get out the car looking like Debo, and you're like, you know what? Hey, you have a nice day.
Yeah, but I think that people in Florida might think, hey man, they might got some other shit too. You got
No.
Haitian zones
That
over
was
there.
my point. My point is like, if a regular person will want that, like, you're not worried about a gun because hey, we don't have guns out here. But I'm still gonna run up on this car not knowing who's in it. So if I got a gun, I don't even care if you got a gun because I'm in this state of rage where I'm gonna just run up on you anyway. And then it's just pop, pop, pop. Everybody pop, 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 and it's just like, damn.
Over what? Yeah, that's crazy. Have you ever had like a real road rage incident? Like where yelling was not the end of it.
I had a rough stretch of time. It was multiple incidents.
Where you got out the whip?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
You had to throw down?
I mean, we might have talked about this a couple of years on our show.
I don't remember that.
But I've gotten out the car. I've tapped glass. I've like squared up. I've popped off. Everything.
Have you really had to hit somebody though?
I've hit a window. I punched a gas
Hitting the window is real sassy. Bitch.
Oh, how'd you hit it
like that?
How'd you hit it? You know what I mean?
I punched that shit. It was a real bad couple years where I was just like, man, I gotta chill the fuck out.
Mad anger issues.
Like I got real lucky that like even though this ain't open carry, I got real lucky that someone didn't pull out. You know what I mean? It could have been anybody. And I was just like, nah.
They could have had like a big old knife on them. Or something.
Whatever. It could have been anything.
A bat.
But it was real bad because I'm like, oh, because I'm under the impression, or at least I was at the time during this rough stretch where I was like, man, all these people's all talk. Like, you know, you might get into some shit and then everyone will start talking in the car. Like, oh, you know, whatever. They do little gestures or whatever it is. I'm like, if you're going to do that in the car, we can do it outside the car. So if I just happen to catch you at a red light, I got time. I'll step out the car, what? And then most of the time, they're just going to sit in the car. Oh, shit. And they freeze up like, oh, you really about to do this?
He was living on the edge, man.
And I was like, it was like for a brief moment, like I was like, damn, I'm really about this action? Do I still want to be about this action?
For what?
For what?
Because they cut you off?
I would see if I was younger and didn't have like, but at the time I was like, I'm a dad and shit. Like, I don't need to be doing
I was going to ask, like,
were your kids in the car with you?
Yeah, I did.
Was it like a point to like show them like don't let nobody fuck with you?
Nah, because when I was doing it, I don't think I ever did it with them in the car. Yeah, I don't know. I get real irritated about people on the road. Just like, oh, I kind of treat it like Twitter fingers. Like, oh, they're behind a screen, so they think they can just do or say whatever the fuck they want without consequence. And I think too many people live in this world without like the concept of consequences, and I was being arrogant, thinking like I was gonna be the one to teach them that. And then so there came a point in time where I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill. Like that ain't my job.
You may have done it right before that one that was gonna teach you a lesson.
Hey, for real.
You ever get one?
Yeah. I used to be a hothead.
You say like tussle too?
The most I ever did, like he hit a window. This dude flicked off. He didn't flick off. He called my mom a bitch. And he didn't see me because I was laid down. It was at the airport. She thought she saw my aunt, so she honked. And he thought they were honking
like this.
Yeah, like she started to move, and I was trying to get out the car so fast that I didn't even take off the seatbelt. So like it did a little tug back, but then I got out and I was like cussing it. But his girl was in the driver's seat.
Oh,
he was on the passenger side.
Yeah.
So I went around. I was yelling. I was like, "Come on, get out, get out!" The cops, the cops are right. Or I don't know if they're police, but the people right there telling you keep going and shit.
Oh yeah.
I was ready to do something to him. He cracks the window a little bit, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man." And then he rolled it up, and they just like would not look at me, just straightforward. I was like losing my mind on the side of the window.
Man, I had enough.
Yeah, but then I got in the car and I was like, that's cool. Because the next time he gets in an argument with his girl, she's gonna say like, "Oh, you talk with me." But at the airport, he was real quiet.
Damn.
And I feel like that's gonna be my moral victory.
You like, man, I feel good when somebody stand down.
Because then she gonna son him next time he gets loud at home. And shit.
Right. Now I don't even think like that, man. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, nah, I don't give a fuck now. Like, cut me off. That's cool. I don't care.
Is what it is.
As long as they don't get close to like a collision, I'll be all right.
What do you think got you there?
Age.
Yeah.
I start to like stop being so angry and shit.
Shit start hurting too. I'm like, yo, he might have the upper hand today. Oh man, I don't know if I have it in me to go like 120%.
Like, damn, I'm gonna have to stretch first. Like, hold on, before we get into this tussle, let me. I ain't trying to pull a hammy or rupture an Achilles. Hold on.
My dad's a security officer, man, and like maybe about 8 years ago, he got his ass whooped by some dude.
No shit.
Changed his whole perspective, bro. Now he be standing down.
Like an ass
limping
beater?
he was limping for like a week. He had
because you never know who is, especially at that parking area.
Yeah,
you never know who it's going to be.
Never. Never.
Was it like some young Thundercat that got him?
No, it was like some psych patient. He had the strength of like gods.
They be juiced up too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he had my dad on the floor fighting.
Hey, that shit, we can't say it no more, but we used to call it R strength. That shit, yo, that R strength.
That motherfucker's real strong.
That's a real thing. Man, you see the Hulk, you like, God damn.
There'd be people where I was like, man, you know what? Everything on paper, like I'm not scared of you, but in my mind, I'm like, last person I'm trying to fuck with.
Yeah. If you had on them New Balances back then,
the Monarchs, Nike Monarchs,
he got to be dumb. Those he got that polo on with them big ass jeans. That's you know what I'm talking about?
The black Air Forces.
There's always a red polo, blue jeans, and them New Balances. You like, yo, he is definitely strong. Damn,
that's facts. Man.
It's not even the strength. It's also the because I feel like anybody you get into a fight, there's a point where you're like, all right,
you understand.
They've had enough.
Yeah.
Right.
This dude, like, you ever seen Of Mice and Men?
Lenny?
That Lenny strength, like, you just never, like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't mean to go that far.
Right.
Yeah. Because today, like, joking around, but you really getting your ass beat.
Nah.
Yeah.
But even if you got, like, some real ill will towards somebody, there's a point where you're like, all right, they've had enough.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to kill nobody.
Right.
Lenny ain't got that, he ain't on that type of time.
They just don't understand that enough's enough and shit.
And that'd be the scary part.
But they also strong as shit.
The terrifying thing isn't the strength, it's the Lenny part.
Where they don't know how to stop.
They just don't know.
Hey, do you ever think about like not having a lot of like male interaction in your life? No, I swear to God.
Not having like enough?
Like talking with your boys and stuff like that, like throughout the week and shit. Like how often do you talk to your friends?
Damn.
Like really talk to them. Not the shit we do like in our group chat, but like oh man, like
call them and chit chat.
Call them and chit chat and shit. Like you got a boy you talk to like every week or something like that at least.
Yeah.
Like I talk to my boy like every day, dog.
Every day.
That's
a healthy relationship.
Yeah, man. Like I swear, like always share some shit or we'll talk about some shit, or then sometimes we'll get to like real shit. So it's like I feel like we get that off every day, damn near though.
That's good. That's actually healthy.
Heck, I mean, as you age and the family starts growing and people get busier in different directions of just what they doing or they schedule, like it gets away kind of quick to where it's like, damn, like it was every day. Now it's like every other week. Now it's like every month, and you just like you have this assumption like we always on the same page, everything there, and then you talk to them, be like, damn, I had no idea all this other shit going on. Yeah. Right? So
I think that goes back to like, man, we just don't like sharing shit. But there's always like that one we'll open up a little bit more to. Yeah. But the rest, everybody gets shut down. We ain't gonna be sharing that shit.
I feel like the older we get though, everybody around us and us included, we get a little more isolated and like enjoying time with the people that we with. So that like that shit been hitting me a little hard lately.
Also depends like what y'all do for work. Like I can talk. Like is what I do for work. I can pick up a phone and talk, but they can't, you know. Right. They're like either doing something with their hands or something like they can't just pick up the phone. So I gotta wait for them to be off and be sitting in traffic to be like, yo, what's good? How you been?
How often do you think you see them in like in person or like y'all get like time together?
It used to be more, man. This has gone down pretty much. Yeah. I just saw my boy right now because his son was playing baseball.
That's like when it's like get-togethers and shit. When I see him more than anything.
But we went out, like, it sounds pause. We went out and had like a steak dinner and went and got some drinks afterwards and shit.
That shit be like, it'd like be enough for you too now. Yeah, that shit.
Come home and like, that was
real. It's a real old man shit.
I was just about to choke this bitch out. Y'all done saved a life.
Oh man, thank you. Kids was getting on my nerves. Fuck them kids.
I was always fucked them kids.
And then when you done, y'all all right?
Yeah, hey, all right. Hey, baby, what's up? You need something on the way? Yep. No, I'm good.
What's the longest you think you can go without seeing your kids? by want?
Well, you're like, oh damn, I'm cool. I
like
need
a
that
vacation
space
or something, or how long you gonna be gone for? Like, how long you think that would be?
I feel like it's a catch-22, man. I feel like if I did go, like everybody be like, yo, you need like go do something, disappear real quick. Because I feel like I've seen this shit like the dad memes where they're like, oh, I don't ever go on vacation. I babysit my kids in different cities.
That's low-key
real.
True, though.
And it's like, I feel like if I do something by myself, I'm thinking like, dang, they should be experiencing this right now. Or like, dang, I need to see them.
Some type of guilt.
And then when I'm with them, I'm like, man, if y'all could just give me 10 minutes to my motherfucking self. And it's like, they can't win in that scenario. Yeah. But honestly, it can't be more than a few days. Because then it starts taking up my mental capacity. It starts ruining if I should be like focused on some other shit, then I'm like, it's like an itch I got to scratch. Even if it's not like a all day thing, it's like, I need to see him. I can't, like, similar to what we were just talking about how often you see your boys, like, and I'm like, yo, some time can get away from you, especially at the age they are now. The last thing I'm trying to do is talk to them, and I done missed some sort of significant thing, and I'm like days late, like, yo, what happened? And I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere, like I wasn't prepared for it, and I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna happen on my watch. That's why when you be asking these questions, like the hypotheticals about like, oh, how would you feel if another man this is never? It ain't never gonna happen, right? And so while it might be taken away from whatever me time or whatever self care, it's more like, nah, like that's the sacrifice I make because I ain't gonna let all that other shit happen.
Would it be easier if, I don't got kids, but wouldn't it be easier if you guys had a little bit more alone time, more frequent, but a shorter span, so like a few hours, but like once a week, so that you still get that like a little bit of like alone time.
Yeah, but
see, then you're not missing nothing.
That's you, but you got, for you to be able to do that, it takes several people to be on the same page, right? Kids got to be on the same page. Your partner got to be on the same page, or whoever going to be on the same page to allow you to do that. You can't just be like, all right, I'm out. Like when you go golf, it's like everybody knows.
But I feel like I need that.
And then she goes, you know what? If he don't get it, I'm gonna have to deal with him acting all sassy and this and that. So she decides I'm gonna give it to him. But you guys are on the same page about it.
Yeah, but I mean, she has her time too, and I advocate. I'm
not trying to say that you take all the time and she ain't got nothing. I'm just saying y'all are on the same page about each other's individual times, so it works out for y'all.
You excited to have kids?
If it happens, it happens.
If it don't, it don't.
What am I gonna do about it?
No.
I can't force it.
Oh, but you're not like. Well, that sounds crazy. You're not trying, or like.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if it like.
Or you're trying to keep like an
like,
optimist or a even kill like outlook on it.
Yeah, like, there was a time when there was moments that I did get excited. Yeah. And then she'd be like, nah, you know, it showed up, and then that excitement would be like kind of like killed. So then I kind of like.
I've never had that moment.
I don't want to get excited, and then it's like not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like. Cause then you start planning, like, oh man, I got a bunch of little J's ready for like the occasion. But if it don't, then I'm just gonna be like, damn, I was getting hyped on that.
Yeah.
You just turn on the news and be like, you know what? I ain't need to bring another life into this shit. That's how I look at it.
But then I watch like my niece, and I love my niece. But there's something cool about like her going home to her mom. You know what I mean? Like.
It's not something cool. That's the ultimate cool.
You know, like
yeah, right.
Like I got my fix of like a kid running around and like interacting with them, and then it's like, all right.
Like the phrase "save the drama for your mama" came from an uncle or an auntie. You know what I mean? And it's real shit. Like all the aunties I know, they ain't got no grays. They aging well. They happy. Everything cool. Like
how old are they?
Older than me.
Do you guys have friends with no kids?
Yeah.
Have you ever said like not to put you on this, but have you ever been like, don't do it?
No, I just say enjoy your time.
Everybody's different. Like it's like I can be like I'm the ultimate pessimist, right? Like I had this whole thing like this the last decade. We about to get up out of here. Don't nothing mean shit because we about to get up out of here for real.
Yeah.
Right. But then I'm also like, I got so struck by the social construct of like, oh, I'm this age. I should be here. I should be do this. I should have kids and this and that. And it's like, oh, I always figured I'd be a dad by whatever. And then it happened. It's like, all right, it feels like shit I should be doing. And it's fulfilling, you know, but also different. I think it's a personality type thing or depending on what you want to do with your own life. Like me, I'm more like, I'm not really for self anyway. So I might as well. If I'm giving it all to everybody else anyway, I might as well keep it, you know, do it in the bloodline. Some people are just like, oh, some people shouldn't have kids. And that's okay.
But they learned that late.
Or they don't ever learn it. Yeah. Some people shouldn't have kids and some
people just want something to take care of though.
You ever think that some people have kids just because they think that's what society...
It's a construct.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to I'm supposed to have a kid, but they just suck at having kids.
Because they worried about people are gonna look at you. Why the fuck you ain't got no kids yet? Why they just think, oh, if I don't have kids by this age, they gonna look at me like I'm crazy, or I don't deserve to have a kid or this and that. It's like it ain't. I mean, maybe a lot of people do think that because it got to come from somewhere, but that type of shit wouldn't affect me.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's pros to both sides. So you might as well just live in the pros.
Yeah, I got friends who had like kids very young. And so they'll post shit like, you goofies having kids all old, having to chase kids that are like...
You're living in the pros.
Yeah, but then it's just like, okay, but they got to live and do everything without having to pass up on some experiences.
Yeah, your kid's about to start having grandkids.
Pros on
you know what I mean?
Pros on both sides, so just live in the pros.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think about that all the time though, because like, at my age, like if I had a kid, then I think about like, damn, how long am I gonna be around? But I feel like if I could give like a good 20 and teach them something and not be an inconvenience, I think that's a dub.
That's crazy because I think about it like in that same fashion.
Yeah, like I just want to get them to like adulthood where they can like self sustain and you know have some morals and some education, some manners. I think that's a win.
Yeah, you stick around too long, then you're gonna be the reason for their therapy.
That's real.
Yeah, because that shit gets passed down. I try to fight like all the urges that you know growing up in my household, like fighting and stuff like that. Like I don't try to bring none of that to like my relationship because it seemed normal when I was growing up to see my parents fight. So that's not something I like.
Right. Nah,
I remember the feeling of them doing it and thinking like that sucks.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
You have the emotional intelligence to recognize it and to try to actively not do that where you at. Most people walk into the relationship with all that baggage, not realizing what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I feel like people just gonna do what they do.
Yeah. It's like more of an opportunist thing.
Right.
The Chris Rock logic. Men are only as faithful as they options.
Did you see when Jalen Rose said that and his wife was sitting next to him?
Oh,
yeah, real. I mean, they ain't married no more, but
it makes sense. That's crazy.
He's out here wilding. He had a lot of options.
Man,
I mean, were you famous? NBA, ex-NBA player?
You Fab Five famous.
But that only matters to people
if you got healthcare
who are around them.
That's an extra level of like.
That's only working like on 40, 50-year-olds. That's not working.
Well,
on
now maybe, but I mean, like during the whole time, like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's working on anybody. The Fab, what? They already didn't they get like that shit taken away? Like the whole.
Should be coming back. If Reggie got his Heisman back, they better be putting that shit back because that's all that Chris Webber did. Same shit.
How they make money off that shit and all the kids that had to like.
That's all the money kids are making right now. But there's only select kids that get like NIL deals, like the big ones. But yeah, something.
The real ones. I mean, I feel like the local ones in the small towns, they'll give like the high school like offensive lineman. He'll get like the local deli. We'll get a little stipend a month, you know,
the free sandwiches at Subway.
You watch college sports?
Football, yeah.
Like more than NFL?
Nah.
Okay, I was about to say.
I used to. That was like I was a big Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
Growing up.
It's too many schools for me, bro.
But I mean, you pick like one, and it's just like it's gonna be one of the popping.
You was following Monte Teo?
No, I was done by then. That was like when I was in middle school. High school, I was a big Notre Dame fan.
I used to have the football game like on PS2 or whatever, and shit was fire. Yeah. You
still play video games?
I haven't played video games since 2000.
Oh, you still, right? You play like
I got PlayStation.
Major League?
I got kids. I play MLB The Show. I mean, barely though. Like not anymore, really.
I got kids. You be playing with your dad.
I play with him too. Yeah. Well, he plays more than me. Bro plays.
No shit.
Bro has like 500.
He be training. He was training when we was it was like 9, 10 o'clock at night. 800
online games.
Does it take up time, or do you find a way to squeeze it in?
I haven't played in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Okay. But you've been busy with it because the season's in
so
the
it's
mix.
like I rarely get a chance to touch it. So like right now, the new game came out. I haven't even touched it yet in a month. So maybe twice.
That's why I tried PS5?
Nah, I want one. My girl knows that I want.
See, I don't know what it's like to not live without a PlayStation though. Everywhere I went, there was one.
The last console I had was PlayStation, the first one.
Jeez, you haven't played no game since then, really?
I haven't owned one. No.
Have you even held the PS5 controller yet? Fuck, you have.
I've only held yours.
Pause.
Hey, no.
They're not really selling like they used to then, huh?
When I was looking, there was like this list I saw about the top 10 most notable or whatever PlayStation characters, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, I know Crash Bandicoot.
I remember that.
Whatever. And I'm like, dang, I only know this because that shit be on in the background when I be at your house. I was like, who the fuck is Sackboy?
That's crazy.
And I'm like, yo, that's not me. But like, yeah, I guess he be out here.
I don't got the patience for I don't have the patience for it. I get frustrated playing video games.
For real?
Yeah.
You don't play like on your phone or nothing either? Like no apps? Angry Birds?
Nothing, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know, man. I get frustrated if I can't figure something out.
Yeah.
And it's just a game, so then I get mad. Because then the game's consuming my time and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But then I'm on TikTok scrolling.
Yeah, you gonna fill the time with something else.
Yeah.
That's why I try to keep my kids outside because I'm like, well, shit, this is when I really spend the time with them. If they get on some like, I need to play video games all day shit, then it's gonna force me to be like, maybe I should rock with y'all just because it'll be something to do with y'all. But I don't want it to get to that point where I'm like, damn, we playing fucking Madden together. Like I'm trying to stay away as long as possible from the video game shit. Just because like when I was I'm competitive too, where I'm like, man, this shit ain't worth it to get me all fucking fired up. And like throwing the controller and shit. And yeah, I ain't trying to go back to that.
Did you think you was gonna be? Are your kids like what they call them, like iPad kids?
Yeah.
Are your kids that?
Yeah.
Did you think you was gonna do that?
No, but we're trying to break away from it right now. So like they got these tablets. They don't have nothing on there, no YouTube or nothing like that. So they just play games. To take YouTube off the TV, bro. Too much weird shit on there.
Too much weird shit.
You know, if it's educational, you can post it. There was this fucking
but define education. These dudes be like doing like little weird stuff, wearing weird stuff. You know, it's not that part's not the part that gets me. The part that gets me is these fake families.
Fake families that they got the kids thinking, oh, that's how I should be living. And mom and dad, you ain't shit.
They spent every single second with them. Look at all the cool shit they get. Yeah, I feel you on that.
And also the youngest one, he be having nightmares, and it's because of some shit he's seen on YouTube. He's like, oh, blah blah blah's chasing me. I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I find out who it is.
That's
and
creepy though, ain't it?
Yeah, there's like some dude that put like he like infiltrates like the younger YouTube crowd, and it's just like it's like fucking these kids up.
And then they really not going outside to do shit.
Nah,
because they watching YouTube.
Crazy.
All day, and we're all paranoid.
Yeah.
You ever looked at like any sex offenders in your area?
No, I'm afraid. Well, I ain't got kids, but still, like,
for yourself.
I don't want to.
Not like your neighbor next door was like one. You had dots in here.
Yeah, you don't want to go outside looking like a snack.
Megan's Law is the name of it. I fucked it up for you. I'm sorry.
Megan's Law?
Yeah, you're going to look it up like either tonight, you're going to be up at 1:30. Like,
you ever see?
But I never knew. I didn't know until this girl at work said something. And then I used to go in his room and like help him like move shit because he would ask me for help. But like he's the roommate to the guy that actually lives there. And bro's room is set up like a cell.
Oh shit!
Like he's institutionalized. Like he got little shelves and stuff and like paper mache shit. He makes books.
I mean, let him cook.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. How you feel about that? Because you got your parents. Like, I feel disgusted by this woman's actions. That lady that left her kid home alone for 10 days when she went on a cruise.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
You could at least drop them off in front of child services or some shit.
I was telling my girl that I was like, it must have got to the point where her family was like, yo, watch your fucking kid, man. Stop dumping your kid. But even then, like, you still gotta be like, but come leave your kid here.
The thing is, like, charging her with like child abandonment doesn't even help the situation. The shit was gonna be what it was gonna be. That's pretty morbid, huh?
Nah, I just feel like I probably would have been harder on her before I was a parent. Were you a parent? Not that it makes it right or y'all would ever think about doing some shit like that. But there's a lot of thoughts that go through your head, like, you know what? I can see how they got there. It ain't gonna be me, but I can see how they got there.
That's like when you hear about a dude that beats his wife, you're like, damn, I could never do that. But I've met her.
Yeah, no, it's like I can never. It's like, yeah, I won't ever do that. But what she do? And then I get looked at crazy.
Right.
That's like when you try to defend Chris Brown, like, okay, he hit her. Well, what was it? Why were they arguing?
What's the wild take? Somebody told me there was a wild take about that. That like she had just got like herpes from Jay-Z.
Oh, yo, that's nuts.
She said it. She said it.
She said she got herpes?
You know what I'm talking about, huh?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, she said it when I don't know if we were off mic or something like that, but she said, I was like, oh, that's a wild ass story. She said, just watch, let it float out there.
The truth will be revealed.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
You gotta be worried about people who live in those like weird conspiracies.
Yeah.
I just watched a documentary last night about like, and I was like, this makes perfect sense how it all got to this point.
Y'all watched the program?
Nah, what's that?
I put it on. I said on the show a few weeks ago.
We saw that the other day because I kept hearing about it on Netflix.
I gotta check it out.
It's about like cults, kids being.
It's that
abused.
Last Chance School.
I do. Yeah, I remember that.
Man, we were watching that shit. So check it. So this is part where like you're gonna go in this room, everybody's holding hands. You're gonna stand in front of your loved one, but you're gonna have to be like arm's length. But they're gonna be the first thing you see when you open, right?
Right.
And years ago, before my sister got divorced, her ex-husband convinced her to go to these like weird classes, and then she was like, I need you guys to come, I'm gonna graduate. And I made fun of her. I was like, you in a cult? She's like, no, it's not. It's like a you know, like personal growth thing. And I was like, it sounds like a cult, but all right, I'll be there. So we went, and sure enough, we went in this room. They were standing in a circle, and they're like telling us outside, you're gonna find your family member, you're gonna stand in front of them. So when they opened their eyes, you're the first thing. And I was like, we walked in, and me and my girl, we were like, yo, this is culty as fuck.
It's like Herbalife.
Because that program's on that one school, but they all over the place.
Yeah, so all over. So then I was like, when they did that on the show, I looked at my girl, and she looked at me, and she's like, we both at the same time, like, my sister was in a fucking cult.
Damn, bro. I feel like Herbalife is like that. Like the
they all, it's, I mean,
pyramid scheme
they try to
type
do
shit.
the same principles and everything, but
I called my sister right away. I was like, what was the name of that cult you were in? She's like, it wasn't a cult. I was like, yeah, but what was the name of it?
But she don't hang with him no more?
Nah. Ever since.
You ain't gonna have no 20-year reunion?
I was like, did they ever tell you to send your daughter to like a special school?
The people, they prey on people's desperation.
Yeah.
They prey on desperation. They prey on group think, sheep mentality, to where it's like people just the need to feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah. I was telling because I liked the episode, but when she was talking about how the lighting or whatever,
yeah,
I was like, it's hard
calling
to
me misogynistic.
Yeah, I was like, what's she talking? Then I watched the video. I was like, oh, all right, like Karl crazy with these angles.
It's like the angles are bad.
There's only 2 angles we can do though. Like it's
I
not
was
really on him.
hit that wide angle and put it in front of y'all, and it'll get everything.
I gotta figure it out, man, because we got those doors right there too. So it's like, man, I just wish it's like that wall, like right here, like that's perfect right there. But we can't get that distance. So yeah, I got what she was saying though, because usually I don't consider that. Like when women talk about like caring about looks and shit like that, that's what she was saying. And it's like, yeah, I normally don't think about that. Like, however I look is how I look.
We roll out of bed, don't even get dressed up.
Because you get your hair cut all the time though, right? So like,
that's
you
just like because I interact with people, so I don't want to look.
So like if you're in between cuts right now, like would you be like cool taking photos and stuff like that?
I'm not even wearing a hat. This is the first time I don't wear a hat.
Yeah,
crazy.
Normally you wear a hat.
Now I kind of want to scratch this whole episode.
I wasn't myself.
Yeah. I just throw on a hat though, because we have simple solutions to these kind of like, oh, you ain't got a cut, let me just throw on a hat.
That's true. Yeah, but I never think about it in that regard. But I got what she was saying, but I was like, oh, it's no harm, no foul.
Yeah. No, but I was telling her it was a good episode. I liked it.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I need to get my like life together, bro, because I swear I be like running around all the time, man. So I've been falling behind on like everything, like music, like culture, everything, bro. Even NBA games, man. I still bet on them, but it's like, damn, I don't know, like what game we on right now. Then I have to look at the chat, see what's going on. So got one more month of baseball, bro. And
then that's it. For how long?
We're gonna do travel ball maybe, so that's just like a weekend thing though. So I don't have to like work so hard during the week to like get in back and forth to practice and all that. So that's gonna like open my shit up.
Tomorrow's last football practice. Friday's the last game.
How long before
he getting traded?
You don't have to be so hands on.
Well, I got like 8 years, bro.
Where like the coaches are now know what they're doing, and your son has like high school. Damn.
The gap, because I like everything is dad's.
Yeah, because right now, especially right now, like they're only gonna get so good practicing once or twice a week. When you're at that age and you're still trying to figure out the game, like you need all the reps you can get at whatever you're doing,
or you pay for it.
And so when I was young, I was getting all the reps because I was doing all the shit myself. I was outside putting up 1,000 shots a day. By the time I got to wherever I was playing, it was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. Now, if I had some coaching or more male influence in my life, maybe I could have been a little bit better, but I had a grasp on what I was doing.
These kids are getting good earlier, though.
Yeah, they're getting good earlier because I think there's more hands-on stuff.
When you said that shit last week, I was like, man, I get it now.
Yeah, I was just watching my godson play T-ball. And they're not even doing the tee no more. They're like,
bro, they did that shit with my daughter, and I was like, yo, usually they start off on the tee, like, yo, she got it down though.
But like some kids was hitting them like, all right. Some kids were catching the balls like, yo, these are like 4-year-olds.
We did that a little bit when I was younger too, though, a lot earlier. But like guys throw harder, they run faster now, bro. Shit's crazy. You got like fucking 6'5", 260-pound men running 4.6s, 4.7s, bro. That shit's crazy. So,
they weren't built like that when I was young.
Hell no. I be looking at some of these young dudes, like, you don't know if they're high school or not, but I'm like, yo, young fella, you might be able to get
They already tatted up, too?
Yeah.
Like, you a sophomore in high school? What
the fuck? But they going to tear a meniscus at 24.
That's true. R.I.P. Mike Trout.
Oh, yeah, the cartilage ain't built the same no more and shit. No. It's the lack of milk.
Yeah.
It's the overtraining.
Look at the Ball brothers. All them motherfuckers is out.
Overtraining.
I just saw a video about Lonzo. He's like, I'm coming back. And then he indeed did not come back.
That was a year ago. He was talking to Stephen A. Smith.
He's like, he hasn't been back since 2022.
Bro, I don't know. He's got one more year left, I think, on that contract. And then they're probably going to wash their hands with him. He's going to beat you for cheap. So
damn.
Then there's the little brother, LaMelo.
Yeah.
It was like he spent more time under the tattoo gun than get minutes played. I was dying.
Damn. You think it's his dad's fault?
No. I mean, a lot of them kids. Like,
I'm not gonna put that on Lamar.
No,
I think honestly, I think Lamar, as a dad myself, I think you didn't create 3 Michael Jordans, but you got 3 sons to the league, and yeah, you might have did it in a weird way or whatever, but the way you did it, and especially you got to spend all this time with your kids and do that. I think any dad would like to trade places with him for that type of experience.
I get what you're saying, but I also think that a lot of these guys are getting hurt earlier now. Like, look how many guys are out this year in the playoffs, bro.
It's because they overtrain.
Like, they overtrain. They play a lot. By the time they get to the league on playing these circuits from young kids, their knees are shot, bodies breaking down. Like, bro, like, that shit's crazy. Having cartilage injuries, but like at like 28 is crazy. That's insane. You got the fucking knees of like a 75-year-old man already. Like, that's
what it is. All like ex-NBA players got that same walk. That
shit.
limp.
That was shit.
Got that Shannon Sharp hip turn, right?
Then they started leaning.
But that came from like a decade and a half in the league. Some of these kids gonna be walking like that when they only played a few years.
But you're thinking about like this technology, like in shoes, was worse back then.
Yeah,
and they still lasted a little bit longer. Where like
because they took off season, they went to do whatever they did in the off season and get out of shape.
Fuck that. I feel like the Jordans they release now be breaking like real easily now.
You think so?
Oh yeah, man. I got something that I barely wear, and the midsoles just start ripping out of nowhere. I think like the glue is like bullshit now. Or the materials, whatever it is.
And you're like, yo, he dropped 48 in these.
You're right.
That's crazy.
The 13s is heavy as shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
those are like one of the most comfortable ones.
And the 11s are heavy too. They're not like shoes.
They didn't really start getting light until I feel like the light. Maybe Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, those Reeboks.
His first ones was light.
I had those. Those just were big as fuck.
You think so?
Yeah,
maybe I'm thinking. Maybe it wasn't the first ones then.
I think it was Kobe and Nike.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
I don't even know how they play in those low tops.
Yeah, I feel like kids love low tops nowadays.
Put that little extra triangle piece on the side, so it's easier. It's not easier.
The best ones I didn't cycle through a whole bunch, but the best ones I ever hooped in was probably the KDs. I don't remember what number they was. It was one of the earlier ones
with the strap on it.
Nah.
Oh, like the real ankle ones with like the soccer tongue.
Even those
are like the 2s, I think.
Yeah, they was early on.
I had some of those, but they were that uncomfortable for wifey.
They had like orange ones.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it. Anyways, what I'm saying is like even the technology like on the court has more give than back in the day when they were playing like on.
But not in high school and shit like that. In the AAU tournaments, like
you right.
By the time they get to the league, they're like, yo, we just trying to preserve what we got. Hey, we need 8 years out of this.
As somebody who grew up playing in dusty ass MLK, where they had to, you had to take a timeout every 2 minutes to go to the water fountain, throw that. Wipe the shit off your shoes, man. Trying to run suicides in that motherfucker, man. I don't know how I still got cartilage in my knees.
Yo, one day randomly I found my basketball. I was like, I'm gonna go shoot around because I used to play it all the time.
I want to know where you went to go shoot at too.
There's a bunch of parks right here in Chula Vista.
Oh, you crazy? You went outside? Oh my god!
I used to go play.
You live right here. All the wind.
You went down to that one by Best Buy, Walmart.
No. East Chula Vista.
Oh, okay.
There's like a bunch of hidden parks. But I used to play ball. If I wasn't at school, if I wasn't at work, I'd go play basketball. Basketball was life.
Where would you go play at?
There's a park off East H.
So you play most of your games outdoors?
Then? Yeah, and then I'd go to the Rex at night. But anyway, I found my ball, so I was like, I'm going to go shoot around. I did, and I was like, I'm going to do 5 suicides.
5. Just on the strength?
Yeah, I was like,
hey, I remember when I used to be built. Hey, I remember I used to be built like that.
That's crazy.
I was like work.
Wait.
I didn't even finish one.
Wait, how old were you when you did this?
Not even that long ago.
Were you telling yourself I'm going like 30%, or did you say I'm going all out?
No, I was like, I'll jog 5 suicides. I lied to myself. I didn't even finish one. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo, how was I doing these in high school?
Oh my god.
It's different when you trying to do them dolo with no like shot clock on or nobody yelling at you. Like, what the fuck am I doing? That's the shit that'll take you to the next level though.
And it was like residential, so I know people were in the window like, he ain't gonna. They were right. Crazy. I didn't even finish one.
How'd you feel the next day?
Like shit, man.
He's like, God damn, I ain't doing that again.
Some old ass.
I'm gonna ease into it. Yeah, you told yourself I'm gonna ease into it.
Yeah, 5. I could do 5 suicides.
Oh,
hell nah.
You ain't been back since, huh?
Nope.
I I just be looking at him like, man, I have become that old head that think I could do better. All I had to do was like work out for a little bit and just get back into shape and show him what I really know. But nah, I ain't doing that shit, bro. You're not doing it right. Like, I ain't getting out there though. You probably got 3 shots out of me. That's it.
Basketball shaped different. I just ran a half marathon. I bet you I couldn't run more than 2 games without being like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a real like quick burst.
A bunch of quick bursts, but it's like football, you got a 4-second all out and then you get a 40-second break throughout the whole game. Basketball, just constant burst until you get the timeout or a dead ball. And even
Imagine
the dead
somebody just like running no huddle all day. God damn, bro. That's why people like, oh, they don't know what they doing. Like, bro, them dudes is tired, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people always say like the quarterback's the hardest position or like the running back. Yeah, that's those linemen, man. Because they don't get
You hit on every play.
like a quarterback, he's taking those 5 steps, but you know what I mean? He ain't all his muscles are not all being
linemen, you get gassed.
Yeah.
It remind me like being in like high school, bro. I used to wrestle and I was like, bro, this like how long has it been? 30 seconds. I'm like, bro, there's still 2 minutes left of this shit, bro. I'm fucking gas. Took me a while to get my wind up in that shit. I was like, yo, I started missing practice. I was like, yo, I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I quit. I'm out.
Hell yeah. Hey, we got a field trip. Hey, they doing a college tour. That's me. I'm going. I'll be there. Bro, because that shit you get there in wrestling, you get there at 6 a.m. I wrestle heavyweight and shit. Fucking don't wrestle until 10 o'clock. Man, here you go. We know. Bro.
Nah.
I lost every match.
I had this girl, her name's Christina Mark. She was a UFC fighter.
Bro, I saw that. I feel like I know her from somewhere.
She's from San Diego.
I know, but I've heard her name from somewhere. How old is she? Like, do you think, like, roughly?
She's 38.
Bro, I know her from somewhere.
But she was saying, I was like, I don't know, the body ain't the same. She's like, mine is. I was like, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
Like, I'm not gonna argue with you.
You out there with a 24-year-old right now. It's a little different. You wondering why she faster? We still be thinking we fast.
Like if right now we needed a breakout in the sprint,
bro. I'm thinking I'm going quick as shit. In my mind, I think I'm killing it. Hey, somebody looking at me up. Hey,
I was trying to get the kids to learn how to pull the flag and keep them on the inside and help play in their zone, right?
When somebody snatch your flag and like, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about.
No. So I'm sitting there I'm running lateral. So I'm Barry Sanders side to side, like keep me on the inside. Don't let me get the outside, right? And so one of them, I was like, all right, they playing around. You know, I'm gonna turn it up a little notch. You know, I'm a grown man. They a bunch of 8-year-olds. Man, I hit this lateral movement, my knee twisted. And my brain was there. My brain knew exactly where I was going, exactly what I was doing. And I just turned.
About to lose an ACL,
I flipped around. The next thing you know, I was on the ground.
Oh, shit.
And they were like, we didn't pull the flag, but are you down? I was like, yeah, that's a dead ball. Yeah, I didn't have no cleats on. I tried to do a little hop spin. And was like, oh, I'm going. And it was a slow.
You on those are some shorts from 06.
Yeah, it was a slow fuck. Yeah, that's semi-accurate right there.
Fucking sure had a pocket on it.
Yeah.
He fell all over. Oh my God, I'm dying.
You can't be doing this shit.
What, man?
Oh shit.
Did you even stretch?
Nah, I mean I stretched earlier in the day because I did like 6.
We're at an age where you got to stretch now too.
I've been at that age.
Bro, I stretched this morning just to start my day. I was like, damn, I should do this more often. I feel great.
That shit hit me in my early to mid 20s.
Yeah, man.
You wake up stiff every morning? Pause.
I don't wake up stiff.
No Diddy.
Hell yeah.
No Diddy.
Like it takes me a good 20 minutes when I get to the gym to like.
You do like a twist and shit like that, an arm movement?
I just like get the blood flow, like my legs, stretch my legs, my knees.
Does the crack satisfy you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is about that. You be like, oh, there it is. All right, I'm ready to go. That shit.
Well, because now we get into the age where it's more like that diet really the recovery time. So like my back don't hurt as much as it used to. The more plant based I got, and I mean obviously. Some people's backs just be fucked up anyway.
I feel like vegetarians are very culty too.
Yeah.
It'd be the ones that try to throw that shit in your face.
Like, you ain't gonna make me feel bad for eating meat.
Like I go plant-based because like I know the struggle. Like, yeah, I know all the benefits of it, like the performance, The shit
Oh,
about
but you're a vegetarian. My bad.
the shit about
Only during the week.
yeah, same shit, right? The shit about the environment, like we all.
That's also be having
yeah.
me tired in the week, bro. Because I don't get like a lot of like. I be trying to get my protein.
You
in.
probably not getting your protein correctly, then.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what.
Yeah,
it
you
is.
you get you some nuts and seeds.
Give me 1 second, bro.
Behind the scenes.
Like,
Behind the scenes doc is gonna be lit because this shit don't ever turn off.
my bad.
He's going through years of footage and all this shit.
I delete it.
Do you really?
Yeah, after I edit it, I delete the original file.
You better than me, man. That's why I be trying to get it right in one take, bro. I'm like, man, let's get this shit out the way. I hope he don't say nothing crazy.
You ever think about, because you only you probably like a handful of episodes behind us. You ever think about like how many people know where you live? Because you guest based. So, I mean, like,
oh shit!
The further you
never
get-
thought about. He did.
Yeah,
he
I
definitely
do.
did.
That's why I'm very like selective on who.
But if you had a murder mystery,
like I remember you
story,
saying you selective, but I was
what
like,
if-
yeah, but he
what-
got
you're
one
at the-
every
You're
week.
at the numbers now where it could be anybody.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's kind of morbid. We go, he go get a compound or something next.
Nah, because I've had like we've talked about this, or I've had like some rappers in me. I'm like, yo, like nah.
And it could be through somebody who already like met you. Like, he live right here.
You didn't want to go cover the San Diego Music Awards?
Previous conversations make sense. All right, keep going though.
Well, but you're right. Like every week,
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
you
you
gotta
can
start bringing back like a reoccurring guest.
you can
like,
be
keep
selective,
close.
but if
Like,
you
how much
got
do you
one-
really still like me now years later? Like,
That's what I'm saying. You can be selective, but you still got one every week, and there's only, unless you start circling back and whatever. Like, eventually, half the damn Southeast is gonna be here. But that's why I'm like, oh, thank God we ain't guest space. I don't know how you do it, honestly.
yeah,
I tried to co-host, man. It's not easy.
Nah,
No, I mean that's
I
not easy
respect
either.
that you guys do it, and I like the way you guys
just
run
failed.
it.
So it happens.
It's hard, but I feel
It's
yeah,
not
the
easy.
guest space where you're just like, damn, I gotta find somebody.
I never
interesting
thought
to
about that
talk
our
to.
chemistry could dig us in the hole with somebody else.
Mm.
Like how intimidating it would be. Like if the next person you try to bring in here, they'll be like, dude, he's been doing this for so long. Like, how do I know if I'm doing a good job with like hanging with him? You know what I mean? And doing all this shit. You probably never thought of that perspective.
I just wouldn't invite him back. In the beginning, is he ha ha, but then there's like that one disagreement that like puts a strain on it, and you're just like, fuck.
And then you just built your whole audience base to like this person.
Yeah.
That's what
And now you can't stand them.
and then they're like, fuck Jonah. Like he did blah blah blah. You're like, God damn it.
Hey,
All
sound
over
like
again.
I got some leverage.
That's when you come in. You like when you start talking to other people. Like your
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, damn.
Damn.
It's good.
You like that one? Damn, right.
Yeah. You don't even be there.
Yeah, because I get people who hit me up and like, yo, what happened to my co-host? What happened to old girl? What happened to old girl? I just be like,
Have you
You
talked to
haven't-
her, seen her since?
yeah, like we message each other on Instagram and all that. Like, there ain't no bad blood and nothing. It's just, I just wanted to go back to guest space and shit.
It ain't got to be bad blood.
Never that.
No.
Never that. Try to peace treaty out of
I
there.
feel like I'm too old to be having some like type of negative energy out there.
That's peace.
Yeah.
That's what like what you just said about, oh man, doing the co-host thing. That's a grind. And maybe it's just I've been in an easier position because I'm like, it seemed kind of regular to me. And I'm like, to me, and maybe this makes it just a little bit easier to work with me in period because I don't really take a whole lot of shit serious. It's like, all right, if it's that big, like there's not a whole bunch of shit that's a big deal to me. And so I'm not really gonna I'm not a big complainer.
Mm.
So it's just like, all right, it is what it is.
I feel you.
Like a lot of people love to complain.
Well, yeah.
Like, that's like a hobby of
or
people.
play victim.
Remember the from that show, the program? They're like, victim.
Bro.
Man, that wild shit about that one of them episodes where they said they had to repeat like one phrase, whatever it was.
Oh, where they were going like
they
the
were
whole
doing this. They were doing like some
For
Mark Ryan
8
shit for
hours.
8 hours straight, no break,
Damn.
just one phrase.
It was like it was a phrase, but they had to do something with their hands.
he
Like,
did the casino hands, and it was just like, oh, God is me or whatever for like 8 hours.
Straight.
And I was like, yo,
What if you stop?
then you got to start over.
You gotta start
or
over. But the
it
crazy
don't-
part
But
is
how do
like,
they get that like control over you without the kids fighting and shit?
without the kids,
that was like
fighting.
their punishment. But the crazy
But
part
if it
is
was
like,
me, I'm like, yo, fuck it, I'm not doing this all day. Like what
Yeah, so
happens?
they-
Do they beat you up or
yeah,
some
that's
shit?
when
Or
they would.
sedate you?
That's when they would start beating them up.
Oh, okay.
They said they wasn't getting no sunlight, but like maybe 10 minutes a day, if that.
But when they were doing it, they were like, "Oh, show us what they would make you do," and she's doing the thing, and she kind of zones out.
They was in unison. And I was like, oh shit, it was like
Yeah.
a real thing.
But
That's
the girl
crazy.
zoned out, and she's like, "Huh? How long was that?" And like 30 seconds. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
And even at
Oh,
30
shit.
seconds watching him was like, man, that's the same thing with the fight. Like, how long I've been doing this? 30 seconds? Goddamn. 8 hours.
8
Damn.
hours. Yeah. And they would like block out the window, so they don't even know if it's nighttime or not. That shit was
It's like some
crazy.
casinos, like when you go to casinos and shit like
That's a
that.
good show. You should watch it.
I'm gonna try.
I told my sister to watch
It's
it. I
only
was
3
like,
eps.
I was like,
Oh, that's it? How long are they?
Like
An
50
hour?
minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. I could do that.
I was telling my girl I can't wait for the adult version. Like, you know, the other side, like the parents, because I know my sister's gonna be in that.
There's one I'm watching right now called Escaping Twin Flames.
Oh shit! I heard that one's crazy. Didn't your boy talk about that one?
I thought I did.
Did you?
It was like with the one when you did with the your old co-host.
Oh yeah.
Is it
But
that
I
one?
talked to you about it like the very next week about it.
Hmm.
Cecil brought it up.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know it was that old because it just popped up on.
Yeah, and the way you said it, I thought it was a new one or some shit like that.
Nah, because I'd been off of Netflix for a minute, so like a lot of this new ones, they think they
That
know
was
me.
like, at
It's
least
not the
like
old
5 months
algorithm.
ago, right? Like 6 months ago. Yeah,
It's not the old algorithm. It's like new shit. So they're like, oh, look at this. I'm like, isn't they shit like
You got
3
your
years
membership, everything's not watched yet.
You just got your own.
You don't have a you may like.
old? And we got to rebuild the algorithm again.
That's crazy.
How'd you do a Netflix detox? That's what's up. That's almost as bad as like
I
quitting
think that
drinking.
1999 scares them.
That 1999.
So maybe that's a real commitment.
We'll
That's
find
like-
ways.
Is it? I thought it was like $29.99. That's the one I got.
I need to go
Damn.
check my shit. If that's
Nah,
the number, I might have to
we
be
got
out.
that. We got the version with the
Bro, yeah,
ads.
Okay.
Yo, that's like,
Damn, $30.
you think that's cable?
Yeah, I remember when streaming first came out. DirecTV had one, and I was working for AT&T. Or I was working with AT&T, and one of the dudes was like, "Y'all sign you up. It's $10 a month. You get all these channels." Like, I bet. And then I put it on my PayPal. I didn't pay any attention. And one day I get the notification like $70 for
Damn.
DirecTV. I canceled that shit so fast.
It was like after a year or after like
Yeah,
a
it
Yeah.
was after about a year.
A lot of those things, if you don't re-up on a year for the new, like whatever
They'll
the
always
deal
offer you
is,
something,
it's gonna
though.
go back. Yeah, but that's the thing. They hope you set it and forget it, and then it takes you a few months or a year to realize, oh shit, this whole time.
Nah, I remember
I've been paying-
that shit happened to me in college. I never forgot. So I always, yo, I know my shit ended. They get me for 1 month. Yo, my shit ended. Let's go. Let's get it back. I'm going to AT&T, knowing damn well AT&T's not better than Cox in my neighborhood. But yeah,
AT&T's ass, bro.
they not in these neighborhoods because we can't get the fiber cables in there.
Yeah, nah, here it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to switch to Cox. This is old man talk right here.
I know, we getting real. We get.
what you saving money on?
Yeah, shit, you might be losing clicks.
Oh man.
If
Turn
I
it
did
up.
it for clicks, I'd worry.
Let's
It's
turn
like,
it up
yo,
real quick.
I know, right? So that's how you went to the strip club. What'd you do there? Like, nah, I don't.
I almost went to Vegas on Sunday. I was
Just on a whim?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One of my homies, a barber, he's like, "Hey, we're going to Vegas to see this DJ. You want to go?" And I was like,
On a Sunday?
"Yeah." He's like, "Tickets are like $50 round trip." I was like, $50.
Oh, it's like the morning time you gonna go out night?
Nah, be there like pool party and then come back and shit.
Oh.
But I'm glad they flaked. I went to the barbershop. He's like, "Hey, we have to cancel." And I was like, "Woo!" I called my girl as soon as I left. I was like, "Man, guess what?" I sat there and was like, "Man, y'all some pussies." I was ready to go.
Try to play it
Well,
off.
you only 4 months in now. Pretty soon, that I don't even know if that's gonna be an option for you. The little day trip.
Yeah. We have something to do.
I hope I don't get to that. Not that I go out
You hear
like
how-
that, but
you hear how just straight off of your comment, we was in unison and said the same words.
yeah.
Damn, you did that shit on a whim.
We did.
Listen
was
to the
so-
playback.
But we also have like the thing where I don't have kids on. Like if
That's
I
what
had
I'm
kids, I
saying.
think
Like,
I couldn't make a decision like
Bro,
that.
you would start making up excuses for anything.
Yeah.
Can't do it, man. He didn't get enough night's sleep last night. You know, you just gonna be making, and you just gonna feel good about it. Shit,
Yeah.
crazy.
Can't do it. I don't like his attitude right
I don't
now.
even blame my wife no more. Nah,
Blaming the
can't.
kids?
They got a game in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at that age now. That shit fire.
I bet.
Yeah, then my friends always say, "Oh, you always want to be fucking old." It's like, nah, bro. Y'all be on some bullshit. So sometimes I just didn't really want to do it. But
except when it's golf, he's like,
I want to say maybe.
Yeah. Oh, golf, hell yeah.
Kids are fine.
5 hours outside in the sun. Look, I'm telling you, hit a golf ball in the center of the face is better than nothing, bro. I swear to God, like I chase that feeling all around.
It sounds like someone whose sex drive is down.
Sounds like somebody shops at Ross.
Like these khakis. Oh shit!
High all over the hole.
You can laugh from that shit. See, that's funny as fuck. Oh my God.
That's what you got me for.
Yeah, cut that out for me.
What part that you watched?
Oh yeah, that's the ball of it. Nah, just that part I was smoking.
Before we could wrap it up, but we went to go see my godson play, and one of the little moms, she's a little wild, man. She was wearing like some tiny ass shorts.
Damn.
And she would find any excuse to bend over. It got to the point where I was on the bleacher and she would stand next to me. I would like, glance over here, her ass in my face. I'm like, yo, it's not even a lot ass there. But it's just like, yo, what?
You got you glancing with yourself at some point, like, man, that just look nasty. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. I got like.
You kept glancing up.
I felt harassed.
Yeah, but the glance is more like disgust after. The longer you look, if it ain't like, no, yeah, that's crazy. If it's more like, come on, man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
I understand.
I got annoyed with her,
but she's operating from the way these kids operate. Shit, not even just kids.
These grown people too, though. You still go to the gym and shit too.
Yeah.
Yo, what are y'all doing, man?
It be grown people that they'll put out something and they don't care if you love it or hate it. You clicked on it.
And I go to a gym where there's a girl that likes to wear Speedos.
That's weird.
I go to 24, so there's always one guy that likes to wear Speedos in the swimming pool, bro.
On the swimming pool, man.
I mean, that's where they supposed
to be wearing.
So then you come in.
I thought you were wearing to walk around the gym.
So you're cool with them coming in the Speedo into the sauna too?
I mean,
isn't that co-ed sauna?
If he goes to the incline,
we're all dressed up in there. And you come in, if you got on that in the sauna, because that's what you gonna wear. I got on this, you got on your basketball shorts. Some ladies come in, they got on spandex and shit and they workout gear. Here comes some dude dripping wet in a Speedo right now with his little meat out.
But I feel like if there's a place to wear a
that's
Speedo,
the age I'm trying to get to.
Where you don't give a fuck about shit.
I'm close.
I'm like,
but I feel like a Speedo in the pool in the sauna, that's probably like.
He ain't got no towel on. He didn't even come with no towel. He's just dripping in here.
He wants to let him know what he's working with.
Oh, look at your wet meat, bro. Get out of here, man. You want to stand next to me dripping. I hear the water hitting the fucking tile right now.
He's fishing, man. He's fishing.
Hell nah.
Let him get his social on.
Yeah, man. He was probably married for like 40 years and they finally got divorced and now he's like free as a bird.
That's
or
crazy.
Maybe he not divorced and that's just how he get outside.
Yeah, right. Or maybe he's got a red dot over his house. Yeah.
They shouldn't even be allowed to like be in gyms and shit.
They can't go out on Halloween and shit though.
They gotta have their lights off at their house.
Oh, because of the candy? So they don't come to the doors?
Within like 1,000 yards of a school, all kind of shit.
But I heard that people, even if you piss like at a school, like if you just like drunk and take a piss, they'll get you for the same
that
thing.
Indecent exposure. You can there's like technical things that can get you on that list too.
Imagine getting a dot because you had to piss. That's crazy.
Gotta be careful.
I feel weird going into the kids' bathroom and peeing anyway. The urinals on the floor and shit.
That's kind of like the same. That's kind of like the same thing as getting
out. You're like, bro.
Kind of like getting.
That sounds crazy to say. You keep that. But that sounds crazy to say, but it's the truth, man. Like for work, I gotta go do that sometimes. Like in terms of like going to elementary schools, and that's like the one place I'm like, dude, I hope I don't have to take a shit there. I hope I ain't got to piss there.
That's
nothing
crazy,
like that.
man.
Like yo, I'll go to the nearest jack.
You just on the tiny potties?
Yeah, bro. Yo,
fucking pressed up against the urinals.
Or even like,
hey, y'all relax.
I got a quarter-mile walk to my kids' school. So I'm like, I hope my stomach doesn't hit me on the way here, because if not, I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Yo,
bro,
I've gone to the gym. The gym for me is about 5 minutes away in the car. I've gone to the gym and then I got that urge. I came right back home. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it at the gym.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
Not me. I put some paper down.
It's part of your $30 a month.
People take shower. I see them go with their caddy. Look in the shower.
Have you ever showered at the gym?
No.
Oh, bro.
You ain't never showered at the gym?
I definitely have.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not barefoot on the cement.
All right, I was about to bring that up because the other day I was grabbing my shit from the locker and this dude was like, hey, yo, here's the slippers. He's like, I already took a shower. He's like, you took a shower barefoot? And he's like, yeah. And the guy's like, yo, that's weird.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
I even think about it, I was like, if the water pools, I'm fucked anywhere, but I just feel secure in my sandals.
Hey,
It's a safety blanket.
shit.
I feel better. So
You shower in the gym?
I ain't been in the gym since COVID, but I don't. It wasn't like a religious thing, but I have showered in the gym.
why you go around it first? You could have just said yeah.
Well, I didn't want people confused. Like, oh, he be in the gym.
Just shower. Oh, I got you.
I don't be in the gym. I jailhouse it.
You doing burpees at the park? That's why they
Burpees
know
at the park is like running suicides by yourself.
Bro, they like, that's
Do the cholo burpees where you hit yourself?
with those on.
I got my son doing it though. He be like, all right, man, that's up down.
Oh man,
He knows he thinks that like he up downs to him is like, oh, that's a consequence.
I'm pointing at yours, but mine's are the same. It's like, bro.
Hey,
like,
You got the orthopedic man.
I'm glad you took that chair because the angle my shoes would have been in the screen. I'm like, let me just hide them under this little desk right here.
Yo, this is Washcast.
I've been running around since I left the house.
Look at these dads right here. He's got an old man.
I left the house at 7 a.m. I've been at work and doing just random shit, not in the public. Yeah.
As long as you're comfortable, man.
I'm cool. I don't give
Goes
a fuck.
back to that thing like how
Hey, you seen our YouTubes? I'll be in there.
Yeah, you be wild when you barefoot with the sandals.
That's crazy.
Hey, it's almost summertime.
Yeah, it's about that. Oh yeah, you gonna bear him out, huh?
But not if it's 8 p.m. Probably not.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
that's crazy.
You gotta go.
Don't do that.
You gotta go.
Anyways, I'll let you guys go. I appreciate you guys coming through, man.
All right, brother, man.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
you.
I ain't kicking y'all out, but y'all old and gotta get your rest in the
Watch
morning.
out. How bad I sound.
Peace.
Yeah. You looking for me, you can find me at the spot. Chopping it up with Jonah, we talking about what's hot on the block. Up in Dago, man, we bumping. Keeping it confidential, you notice how we coming, we ain't friend. Looking for that real, better tune in and stick by. Put on for the city every time that I dip by. Getting to that gritty every time that we sit down. Promise you it's real every time that I get round. Come on. Been in the field playing, we work.